401k secret?
If you're in business, most likely you have a 401k. You have a 401k?
Yes.
Yeah. You're an entrepreneur? And you're not going to be.
I have
You have a pension plan?
403B,
403B, okay.
which is better.
Which is much.
Is it
okay,
real?
better.
Pension though is always better.
It's for nonprofits.
Yeah, well, you also got the pension plan too, it's a whole different thing there
Yes.
too. But if you're in business, most likely you have a 401k. And the nice thing with a 401k, if you don't know what it is it's simply a kind of a safe collection of stocks, bonds, investments. It will grow naturally in the background. So I always knew that I had this 401k, every business place, and it's transferable wherever you go. So I always knew I had this 401k. It would be there when I retired. I thought, that's great. Okay, I got that. And you may know that 401k is a match. If you put an amount in, your company will probably match it a certain amount. I thought, that's good. But still I freaked out. I thought, well, what am I going to do when I retire? How am I going to retire? I mean, for someone like Ken, you're making millions of dollars.
Billions.
Or soon to make at least 500 million. And that's great. You got all this money coming in. You don't really have to worry about it. At the end, you just say, okay, you know, which yacht do I want to buy? Basically, that's your challenge in later life, right, Ken? That's,
Right, which yacht?
That's it. But for the rest of us, who are kind of going along in our jobs and you're not making a lot of money, or even if you're making a decent amount of money, it's that question, what do you do when you retire? Because as long as you have money coming in, you've got what I call fixed income, in the sense of that you've got a certain amount coming in, you're going to be able to spend it whatever you want, whatever's going on. There comes a magical point in your life when that doesn't happen anymore. And you have what I call fixed outgo. All of a sudden, all your money is just draining. And if you've ever seen a bathtub drain, you kind of get the idea. It's all full, and then you hit the drain, and it just all goes away. And the goal is to be dead by the time it's all done.
Well, you can arrange that, Tim.
There you go. So I always thought, okay, how am I going to make sure that when that bathtub is completely drained, I'm not going to be here anymore?
Yeah.
How do you make that all balance out? How do you make sure you got enough money to pay for your utilities, pay for your food, pay for your stuff? I had no clue. No clue how to do it. Because I wasn't a multi-billionaire like Ken back there. So I kept thinking about it. I thought, well, I'll try investments. You ever tried investing for yourself? Of course, speaking of investing, here's the investment guru over here, John. He's got, I don't know how much for them, gold and silver stocks, you know, wrapped up. The rest of you, if you just try random investing, like, well, I'll try this and buy this and buy, yeah, and it just goes kind of like this, and you're watching it, and it just goes crazy. You know, that's not the way to make money. So then I thought, what about CDs? I remember a while back when CDs were 5%. I said, wow, 5%. I put my money into CDs, and I saw them, and they were 5%, and then suddenly they weren't at 5%. It's like 2%, 2.5%. If you know something about CDs, you know that if you put your money in a CD, if you don't pull it out within 7 days when that CD expires, it goes back again. So my money went from here to here to here to here to here. And I got thinking, how am I going to retire? How am I going to make sure I've got enough money to cover it when everything comes out of the bathtub? So I tried the CDs, I tried investments, and I didn't really know what to do. Because I had, you know, a certain amount of expenses to take care of, and other things I wanted to do. And I always had money in my bank account. You know how it is, your bank account. You've always got a comfortable cushion in there. That was always fine. But I didn't have enough to really retire. I thought, when this goes, it's going to be gone. And I really didn't know what to do. It's really freaking me out. You just kind of kept day after day after day after day. Then I saw something. My 401k. Never paid attention to it before. Maybe you're already aware of it. But back then I was young and stupid. So I didn't know anything about it. And I was reading about it, and they said, you can set the amount that automatically comes out of your money, of your payment, the money you get for doing your job.
Salary.
Thank you, salary, there we go. The academic back there was right. Answer. Salary. So you can set it at 100%. So I never thought about that before. I always thought, I need to have this cushion of money in my savings account, in my checking account, all this sort of thing. And then I thought, what am I really doing with that money? It just kind of sits there in case something happens, which I don't know what is, but something never happens. I just cost money. What happens if I decrease that? What happens if I automatically save 20% or 30% or 40%? How much could I really do? And I just started upping the amount. So it was like at 10%. I said, okay, what about 20%? What about 30%? I kept on upping it, and I discovered that there still was enough money to cover all my expenses and more. Didn't really change my life. All that happened was I did have less of a amount sitting there, not doing anything in my checking or savings account. If you've ever seen checking your savings account, you know the amount of money you get from those is like 0.0000000 something. You know what I'm talking about, Mark? Yeah. So money started going out, but it didn't bother me because I still had enough to cover all my expenses. I still had enough comfortable a cushion, so I just forgot about it. For years, I forgot about it. And then, if you heard another speech of mine, you know that I recently got laid off suddenly. And there I was, I was 55, just completely laid off. I thought, what am I going to do? And then I went back and I looked at that 401k that I'd been ignoring all these years. And I discovered that it had a lot of money in it. A lot of money had accumulated over all those years and years. I'd just been sitting money in there, ignoring it. When I started looking at it, there it was. Now at 59 and a half, you're required to take an amount out of your 401k. You can take it out early, but there's a penalty. That just meant I just had to wait 4.5 years, and I would be able to take out money that's been growing tax-free all along in that 401k. So I was set. That money would continue to grow, and I took the money out. I'm now between jobs, and I've taken it out and transferred to an investment fund, and it continues to grow and grow and grow and grow, and I'm putting in more money in there. So I realized I could retire at 55 if I wanted to. I'm still working, but by choice, not because I have to. So that gave me a sense of security, a sense of foundation, a sense of just really being more in control than I've ever been in my life. So if you're worried about your financial situation, you're concerned about how you're going to pay for retirement, you don't want that fixed out go, what do you do when the bathtub drains and there's nothing there? Maybe think about taking a percentage, upping the amount of percentage that gets taken out of your salary, putting that in your 401k. Probably is not going to bother you, but down the line if something happens and you suddenly discover you're without a job, you might just be really grateful, as I was.